Do you ever have those times where you attempt to unsee something about yourself? You discover something about who you are that was previously hidden, but you're not sure you want to accept it or you want to tell others because it's new to you. You've moved into some unknown territory about yourself, which is what we're all supposed to do. But then you can become afraid of that and then stay where you are. That's when we stay stuck. You've heard that so many times. I've been there many times. And today I have to move beyond that because it's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable not accepting who you become because we're always in process of becoming something more. It's April the 10th of 2026, and I'm going to read something to you, and this will explain so much because I can't go back to who I used to be and become happy. It just doesn't work because then you're suppressing something that you've seen and but you may have not have integrated into who you become. But then there's a time where you'll do that as well. And for me, that has to be today. This message will inform so much of this, and I'll explain. And especially if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen me before, I'll give you all of it. Okay, so April 10th, 2020. You cannot go back to who you used to be and be happy. We are speaking to you personally and your world at large. What is occurring now is a total transformation in each of you and the world. We told you yesterday that Roger would experience significant benefit from his presentation, and that occurred in innumerable ways. First of all, Roger felt as if he had his voice finally, and it was an exhilarating feeling. Then he spoke to a friend who told him they did not believe in his work and wondered where the money was from what he had done. This problem has been a lifelong one for Roger and many of you. You all will confront this during these times. Roger thought we had given him this message previously, and he searched for it and could not find the exact title. The message we will post will explain why. How to be happy again. November 22nd, 2019. How to be happy again. We said again because you will all come to know that either in this lifetime or after, we promise, it took a while for this message to flow from Roger, but not for the usual reasons. Typically, he is resistant to receiving information, but this time he is receiving so much, he is attempting to organize it in terms you will understand. First of all, this morning we directed him to search our message for the phrase, "you can't go back." As Roger performed the search, he was surprised to find how many times we have spoken on this topic. We have done that because each of you does not always accept that you are in a continual state of evolving. So you don't come to new awareness of who you are. Now, because you have become accustomed to your known experiences of who you thought you were, and you fear the unknown, you set up difficult situations in your life to cause you to seek comfort. So, what you come to understand is that you are only ever unhappy when you are refusing to be who you are. That is what Roger did, and due to that, he can give you the path to happiness. Ready? Listen to your inner voice and decide to believe it. Let go of the opinions of others or any comparison to others. Do not value yourself in any physical measurements such as money or possessions. Then finally, decide that it is much too uncomfortable to do anything else, and you are determined to be happy. Well, I'm determined to be happy, which is why I'm changing. When you do something that others have not seen and doesn't make sense, it can be difficult for you to accept it, and that's what's gone on for me. For 37 years, I sat down and received this information every day, and it healed every aspect of my life and so many others. But I was worried about the opinions of others, who's going to accept it or believe it. I can no longer do that. I knew the time we would be moving through in the world, and I knew that I had the answer to everyone's question. Wilhelm had given it to us because it's within you. All I did was create a new system, a new way for you to discover who you are and live a really great, happy life. And that's one of the blog posts that I put out. I was given the key to your best life. That I do know. And because what I've lived it, I've gone through it. At 75, I do know. But it's only me attempting to unsee what I've done. Because you'll see, no one has done anything like this, so that's why it was challenging. But now you'll understand it because you're meant to do something like that as well. We never know as we live what our consciousness is going to evolve to or how it's going to do that. And sometimes we'll do things very different. I did something, as I said the other day, I was not like the other channels. I was sitting down and receiving organized information in terms of how the planets change, how everything changes, how information changes. And that's what's in this work. But I had to give you this today because I wanted you to see the blog and know why I'm making changes. I understand not many people are into consciousness or the quantum field, which is how I received information. So this is why I must move on and really finish, because I've done a portion of all this work over the 37 years. So now I'm putting together for all the folks who are coming in now, so we have so much information no one would ever consume it all. It's all about mindset. It's all about changing your brain to get to accepting yourself and living the great life. That's what it is. And I've been given that path, and it's here and it works. So that's why I can't go back to who I used to be and attempt to be happy. It just doesn't work, and it won't work for you either, because you've done something, you've accomplished something, and now is the time to own it and move forward. So check out all the work. Please share this with others, and if it's your first time here on the channel, please subscribe, and again, send that to others as well. All right, see you guys soon.